Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is Heidi from My Reading Life, and I'm here today to do a Currently Reads video. As you can see, I am in a different location than where I normally film from. We are out at our family's camp, so not at home. So I apologize for lighting weirdness and all that, but I wanted to get a video out today. And I'm currently wearing a cozy flannel because the weather has suddenly turned fallish, which is lovely for sleeping and working outside, but it's a little sad too to think that summer weather might be winding down. So let's just get started in talking about what I'm currently reading. So I finished an audiobook this week. I listened to Stay With Me by Adebami Adebayo, I think is how you say her name. That I see now why everybody has been gushing about this book, which is about a young couple who gets married in Nigeria, and the woman or the couple is unable to get pregnant, and in that culture men take other wives in order to procreate, and so her husband takes another wife, and that's sort of the beginning of the story. And it kind of is told in flashbacks, and there's a lot of twists and turns, and I do love the story, like a good marriage story. And this one was not really about what I thought it was going to be about. So it was excellent, kept me very much enthralled throughout, and listened to it all in 2 days because I was loving it so much. And the next audiobook on tap for me to begin now is the new Louise Penny book in her Inspector Gamache series, and I believe it's Glass Houses, I think is the name of the book, but it's the latest one in the Inspector Gamache series, which I also love. I've been a long time fan of that mystery series. And if you like sort of literary mysteries in the Tana French vein and you've never tried Inspector Gamache, I would definitely encourage you to try that series. Although the first book, Still Life, was not great, the series picks up in the second book, and from there on just gets better and better in every book. So don't be discouraged if you read Still Life and didn't love it, or if you are getting thinking about starting it, you might even skip Still Life and just go on to book 2. Anyway, what else am I currently reading? A book off my 5-star predictions video from last week was Hunger, A Memoir of My Body by Roxane Gay. And I started this one last night, and you can see I'm almost halfway through it already. I have been tabbing and underlining like mad. I think I was right in my prediction. So far, this looks to be a 5-star read for me. I love Roxane Gay's voice. She just speaks truth in such a clear and concise way. She gets to the heart of the matter. She looks at herself with brutal honesty. She looks at the world with brutal honesty. It's emotional, but also just so real. I just can't speak highly enough about her work, and I am absolutely loving this book. The other book that I'm currently reading is This Monster, East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I hadn't been planning on reading this book this summer. It's quite a chunkster. It's over 600 pages. But the podcast Reading Envy, Jenny at Reading Envy, hosted a read-along of this book at the beginning of the summer, and I didn't get a chance to get to it at that point, but I want to listen to that podcast episode. I want to hear what other people thought of this book, and my sister had a copy, and so I thought, well, no time like the present to read this classic, which I didn't know much about going in, and just knew it was about farming in California, in the early part of the 1900s, and that was pretty much all I knew, and it is so much more than that. It's sort of loosely based on the biblical Cain and Abel story, and these two families and how they're intertwined, and it's wonderful. It's an excellent book, and I've read other Steinbeck novels and liked them, but this book it does not read like a dry classic. It just reads like some excellent fiction. So you can see why Steinbeck is considered a master when you read a book like this. So that's what I'm currently reading, and that's quite enough to be getting on with. When I finish East of Eden, I do plan on picking up the new N.K. Jemisin book, the third book in the Broken Earth trilogy. I have that ready to go, and I have, multiple other things if I get through my nonfiction memoir as well. And I hope that everybody out there has been reading some good books, and I will talk to you later.